Solution of second paper JEE 14 Advance. Question number again 21. Now, assuming 2x 2p mixing is non-operative, then which of the following is paramagnetic species? So if I look at C2 structure, so the correct option is B. (23) For an elementary rate reaction M to N, the rate of disappearance of M increases by a factor of 8 on doubling this. When you are doubling this, when you are making this 2 times, rate is increases by 8 times. That is only possible if it is a third order reaction. It follows the basic rule: greater the number of branching, lower is the boiling point. So, you have this as the first, this is the first one, this is the second one, this is the second one, and this is the third one. This is the third one. So if you look at it, this is the first, this is the second, and this is the third. So Correct option is B, which states 3 is greater than 2 is greater than 1. 1 will be the least because it has highest branching. Question number 26. Now here you have a question. This is the ether that you have. And you are giving acid so that you are getting alcohol. Now, clearly it follows cation mechanism. And which then interacts with to give you alcohol. Greater the stability of the cation, faster is the rate of the reaction, and hence the statement 2 phenyl groups are replaced by 2 paramethoxy groups, that will increase the rate of the reaction because paramethoxy phenyl group are strong electron releasing group and they stabilize the tertiary cation that is formed. So C is the correct option. Question number 27. H2O on reaction with KiO4 and NH2OH, it acts as, the options are given as reducing agents, oxidizing agent in both, different options are given. Now since iodine is in highest oxidation state, it will act as in this case it will act as a reducing agent. But this is being converted into nitric oxide. So here oxidizing agent. And hence option A, in the first case the reducing agent, in the second case it acts as an oxidizing agent, is the correct option. 28. Now if you look at the question, if you are treating up with methyl magnesium bromide, so you will have this, because this again intra-SN2. So this is the correct answer. So option D is the correct option. 29. Question number 29. Here the question is, you have HCF6. This is a complete hydrolysis that gives you P and some other product. This treated with OH minus to give you Q. Q with OH minus, so disproportionation and it gives you products. So number of gaseous product involved in the last phase. So this is P is HCO3. It's an oxide. Q is your HXCO4 minus. This HXCO4 minus that reacts with OH minus to give you HCO6 minus 4 plus xenon plus O2 plus 2H2. Now you can balance it. These two are the gaseous product. So the answer is C. Question number 13. Now this is P4 that reacts with SOCl2 gives you PCl3 plus sulfur dioxide plus H2Cl2. Now if you have to balance it, it will be P4, 8, 4 PCl3, 4 SO2, twice H2Cl2. So the correct option is A. It is the paragraph questions for 31 and 32. A lighter gas X and comparatively heavier gas Y is introduced from the two end of a 24 centimeter tube at identical pressure. Now the point at which both will meet, we can simply say it is nothing but square root of M2 by M1 is equal to D by 24 minus D. And if you solve it, D is coming out to be 16. So option C is the correct options for question number 31. Question number 32 is in continuation of this question. The experimental value of D is found to be smaller than one that we have calculated. It's largely due to it will be smaller because of the increased collision frequency of the lighter gas. Because the collision frequency is proportional to 1 by square root of molecular weight. And hence, option D is the correct option. Paragraph for question number 33 and 34. Now in the first case, both acidic hydrogen will be abstracted. Now, SN2 reaction this. Then CS3 again SN2 reaction. And since you have taken two equivalent of NaNH2, it is this will also be abstracted. This will be converted into now this in turn will open the epoxy chain. OH on hydrogen palladium, it will be completely saturated compound. This on oxidation that gives you a ketone. So here option C is the correct option. Paragraph for question number 35 and 36. Now this is the question that was given, that you have aqueous solution of two metal ion M1 and M2. When M1 reacts with R, a reagent, we get square panel complex. When it is treated with Q in excess amount, we get tetrahedral complex. But M2 in both the cases gives only tetrahedral complex. When M2 is treated with another reagent S, it first gives you a white turbidity and then the precipitate dissolves on adding excess. Now he has asked to identify, in the first case, what is the metal M1, Q and R. Now, it cannot be Zn plus 2 and it cannot be Cd plus 2. Since it gives square planar and tetrahedral geometry, the two options that is there is nickel and cobalt, out of which nickel with HCl can give you NiCl4 minus 2, which is tetrahedral. Nickel with excess of KCl can give you NiCN4 minus 2, which is square planar. So, answer the 35 is B. Answer the 36. Now, since M2 forms tetrahedral, irrespective of the fact that whether the ligand is strong or weak, it can be a case of zinc, Zn plus 2. And Zn plus 2, when react with KOH, we get hydroxides, which is white, and in excess of KOH, we get K2ZnO2, which is a clear solution. So answer the question 36 is D, which is said Zn plus 2 KOH is equal to 2K plus ZnOH2. and ZnOH equal to with excess of KOH, it gives K to ZnO2, which is a clear solution. This is the type of question you have. PQRS on left hand side in column 1, in column 2 there are 4 statements, then the options are given. Now the 37 question, when I look P, that is paramagnetic, that will not exhibit ionization isomers, but that will exhibit symmetrical isomers or cis and trans isomers. So, a clear cut P should be equal to 3. And in your option list, only B had this option, that P is 3, then Q is 1, then R is 4, and S is 2. So I have given answer B, just on the basis of the first one. Question number 38. If you look at the first column, this is a clear-cut case of DD sigma only. So P should be equal to 2. P should be equal to 2. Now in the option list, we have both A and C where P is given to. So we cannot take many judgment. So let's think about Q. Q is again a case of P and D bonding. So Q should be equal to 3. Now you have only one, C, where you have P is equal to 2, Q 3, R 1 and S 4. So option C is the correct option. Question number 39. This is a question from reaction mechanism. In P and Q, we get precisely alkyl free radical, and hence it should be the formation of the benzyl free radical. Now, if you look at the right side one, that is, one is PHCH2, that can give you benzyl free radical and CH3O and all things. So the one should be pathway P should be equal to 1, and if you look at R, pathway Q, that should be equal to, because the moment it is generated, it will give you a carbonyl compound. So it should be then PHCH2COO C, CH3, CH3, CH2, pH. So that can give you again pH CH2 free radical plus this radical. This radical in turn can give you ketone plus pH CH2. So your option should be P should be 1 and Q should be 3, and there's only one place it is coming. It should be answer A. See, in the left-hand side, you have 4 compound. It was subjected to various treatment. On the right-hand side, the product is, formula of the product is given. If I look at, concentrate on S is your NO2 and CH3. So, if I take it to the first skip, with KMnO4, this will be acid. With SOCl2, this will be acid chloride. With ammonia, it should be amine. If you look at the formula C7H6N2O3, that perfectly matches with 1. So S should be equal to 1, and in all your option only C has this option.